Healthy ingredients, easy to follow recipes, shipped to your door for free. $30 off your first box. $30 off your first box. Free shipping. HelloFresh.com/Colin. So last night, really the big game in the NBA last night was Cleveland, LeBron, and number one seed in the East, Toronto. And I've said before, I don't trust Toronto in the playoffs, although I do think this is the deepest, best team Toronto's had. What you find for great players on great teams, or just great players and great teams, doesn't always have to be the same. Sometimes, sometimes is, sometimes isn't. Is that they have statement games and games that matter. Not every game in the regular season is the same. Listen, I've been in radio, TV for 30 years. There's no question that in a Wednesday in July, I may not have the same passion as I do as a Monday for the football season. Okay, it's just different. The reality is that for LeBron, last night was a statement game. It's the national TV game. I'm being challenged by the number one seed. And LeBron went out and late in the game was the best player by a mile on the floor. And here's one of the great plays.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining and no fouls to give. James kicks it out to the corner. Low for 3. Closing time, Kevin. Great pass by LeBron James. Took the corner man defense to come to him and then found Love in the corner. Great move by LeBron and an excellent execution by Love.
That was the game by the best player in the world, LeBron James. Michael Jordan would have great games at Madison Square Garden. They were statement games. They were on TV. It was the world's biggest media. Tom Brady, ever since the Steelers have won the Super Bowl, ever notice how well he plays against Pittsburgh? It is a statement game against the NFL's royal family, the Steelers or the Packers. Athletes have it. Last night was a statement game. What's interesting is there was a game like this last year, and I was reading this morning and nobody was bringing it up. Last year, Boston was the number one seed like Toronto. And do you remember what happened? It was toward the end of the year. Playoffs were about 3 weeks, a month around the corner. And LeBron and the Cavs went to Boston and destroyed the number one seed Celtics. Just took them apart limb by limb. And LeBron was like 36, 10, and 6. And it was LeBron saying, hey, Toronto, hey, Boston, big man still here. Kobe Bryant's done this. LeBron did it. Tom Brady does it. You see it a lot in basketball because the season's so long. They're statement games. That's what you saw. LeBron is still the best player in the world. Toronto's Canadian process has made them the best Toronto they can be, but I don't trust them in a big spot if LeBron's the guy they're facing. You know, I want to shift for a second to an NFL topic about what you're seeing teams do. Like the Rams aren't paying Jared Goff anything right now, so they go out and they spend money on Ndamukong Suh. Here's the way to think about it. When is the last time, I'll ask you this, Goulet, last time you went on vacation? Okay, so when you go on vacation, unless you're one of those rich people, you basically go online like 9 months out and you try to get a really good deal on like flights or hotels. And it's hard to get both, right? Because most of the time we all have time off on a 4th of July, Christmas, New Year's, President's Day weekend. So it's hard to get hotel deals on the great weekends. When's the last time, John, you went on vacation? A real hearty vacation.
You recently did.
When was that?
I did?
Yeah, Vegas.
I did go to Vegas,
Okay.
yes. Last weekend.
Generally speaking, if you know you're going to go somewhere and let's say you buy your flights 4 months in advance.
What?
I do.
What?
Oh, yeah, I've already bought my tickets So if you do that, you get a great deal on flights, then what do? I'll spend a little bit more on the hotel. Mm-hmm. So if you get a good deal on the hotel, like you feel like you're getting it for half price, I'll upgrade to business class or first class. That's generally how people think. So if you get a deal on the flights, you spend more on the hotel. You get a deal on the hotel, you spend a little more on flights.
Or you go buy shoes.
I'm the guy, I wouldn't do that, but I get it. So think about that in terms of the NFL. If you can get these quarterbacks, these young quarterbacks on a discount, you're going to overpay for Ndamukong Suh and Alshon Jeffrey. And you're going to overpay for Torrey Smith. The Dallas Cowboys, by the way, have screwed things up because they're paying Dak Prescott nothing. They're paying Ezekiel Elliott nothing. And the Cowboys don't have any cap space. So this window for Dallas should be the perfect window. Seahawks took advantage of it with Russell Wilson. The Eagles took advantage of it last year with Carson Wentz's tiny contract, and the Rams today are taking advantage of it. Dallas should be doing the exact same thing. And it all comes down to this. Look at what the quarterbacks are costing teams in terms of cap hits. It's all like $27 million. Jared Goff is costing the Rams $7 million. Next year, it's only $9 million. So the Rams have this. When people are freaking out about Ndamukong Suh, they're just telling you, we're paying our quarterback nothing. I mean, that's what you pay. That's what you pay a right tackle. That's not even your most important offensive tackle. So that's why you have this rare opportunity, which Dallas, by the way, should be in, and they've overpaid for people. Goulet, you're a Cowboy fan. Why don't they have any cap space?
Well, you missed the big signing by the Cowboys today.
Oh, they had a big signing?
Yes. Wide receiver Deontay Thompson they signed for $2.5 million.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's what I said. He was on the Bills and the Bears last year.
Oh, he was
I
on two
believe he
teams
combined for about 600 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns.
So that's their
Big deal.
So
Is he a tall, lanky, fast receiver?
no.
Or is he a small, stubby slot receiver?
Colin, you don't remember Deontay Thompson? He's been in the league 9 years.
He's been in the league 9 years.
Yes. Went to Florida.
Thompson's been in the league.
Are you joking? I feel like
No, this is a
No.
real signing. This is the first guy they have signed this season, other than bringing back their long snapper.
All right.
And the answer to your question is I have no idea where their money went. I think Des Bryant just gets all of it.
Well, that's what I've said about Des Bryant, is be very careful. He's a $16 million cap hit. That's the highest cap hit. That's a higher cap hit than any running back in the NFL. It's the third highest wide receiver cap hit. Just be very careful. So again, Anthony Herron in the last hour. Anthony Herron's been, pro days, watching all these quarterbacks. He's going to join us as well. I will say this: when I watched LeBron last night, that I like LeBron, but I've said this year I acknowledge that James Harden is having just a fantastic year. I acknowledge that, no argument. But I want you to remember this: LeBron can do everything James Harden can do. James Harden can't rebound like LeBron, can't defend like LeBron, can't pass like LeBron, isn't LeBron. So just remember that now. James has the perfect coach and the perfect system. By the way, can you look up this, John, really quickly? Look up James Harden. Now, LeBron this year has not missed a game, doesn't have his coach, 5 rotation players missing, and beat number 1 seeded Toronto last night. Has James Harden missed a game this year? Now, we know he can't defend like LeBron. We know he's not intimidating like LeBron. We know he can't pass like LeBron. John, has James Harden missed a start this year?
7 games he's missed.
Oh, he's missed 7 games. So he's not as durable as LeBron. So as you vote James Harden the MVP, you go ahead. You don't consider that he's got the Chip Kelly of the NBA. You don't have to consider that he's actually missed 2 weeks a game, 7. Can't pass like him, can't rebound like him. Hasn't dealt with the injuries LeBron has. And by the way, LeBron now doesn't have his coach because of a health reason. So what does valuable mean? To me, valuable is there every night, can go both ends of the floor, can have my best night of the year when we don't have our head coach. That's pretty valuable to me. I understand I'm a LeBron homer. I understand James Harden's going to win the MVP. But let's just contextualize it and never forget. It's like musicians. If I was a musician and Christine was a musician, and you're saying who's more valuable, and she could do everything I could do as a musician, but I couldn't do all she could do as a musician, who's the more valuable musician? I would rather have the musician that's available and can do more things. And last night, 35 points, no turnovers. Not a stat guy.
Consistency also matters.
Being there, suiting up every game. Just saying. Hour 3 coming up in L.A. It's the Herd.